and listen to that sentence, you have probably experienced literal mental illness symptoms because of these platforms. I see hordes of young men just glued to their fucking phone. There's this certain visualization I wish I could just implant it into your mind. It's almost like a big dark warehouse, and like you're in like a camera view, like a bird's eye view that's like just flying across, and all you see is just hundreds, thousands of young men, just shitty posture, looking into their screens, breathing, just looking, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. What does that do to the male brain? Like an unlimited amount of variety. It's a lot easier to be more sucked into these platforms, more and more and more and more. I am extremely lucky that my time on social media was not on the same path as TikTok. I think TikTok, I don't remember when it came out, maybe someone can tell me, but like I stopped using social media in about 2020 for the first like real time. I took a big step back away from it. And I think it was out by then, but it was like something I just never really got onto because I was already on like Instagram and Snapchat and Reddit. Just quitting like Instagram, Snapchat and Reddit, even that changed my life forever. Like I've never been on TikTok properly. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I just want you to visualize and emphasize with the life of a young man who's not even a young man, bro. A fucking child, a boy. I want you to right now just emphasize with a 12-year-old boy who has a phone, who has TikTok, how he's seeing girls, how he's seeing like girls his age, what he's seeing. And then couple that with like this modern narrative which is like anti-masculine, anti-like male. He sees these girls objectifying themselves, he sees these girls like just portraying their bodies, the 12-year-old girls, literally like twerking and shit. And then all around him he hears that sort of common agenda of like, men don't be sexual, don't look at women like sex objects. The only time he's seeing women, the only time he's seeing girls is on social media. Their entire lives is based on social media, and of course on social media what the kind of posts that pop off are the more sort of extreme, polarized, controversial ass pics. So the only time this young boy is seeing girls on social media is literally just when they're sexualizing themselves, and he looks up from his phone and then he's punished for looking at girls like they're sex objects. That's all he knows. The girls who are doing this are not the enemy. Not at all. Like, they deserve our empathy. Like, we need to like unite, hold hands, and literally like rise up against the fucking real enemy, which is the platform as general. That is like the enemy. These companies who know the damage they're doing, and yet all they care about is like shareholder investments, like big fucking CEO, like grey suit motherfuckers. The girls I see who are posting, so again, I've never been on TikTok, but like for me, Instagram was like more of the problem. But the girls I see who post like very like revealing pictures, sexual pictures. Of course, there's been a lot of times where I'm looking at them when I'm that fucking guy is like the drone. I'm just there like mouth breathing, just looking at ass and stuff. But now like I've only deleted Instagram literally like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I've only not used it for like 3 or 4 days. And it's like, it's become a new chapter of my life where I'm actually so fucking passionate about speaking about this because I feel like I have integrity. I feel like I can finally have integrity to say that, yeah, social media is a fucking cancer. I have no social media apps on my phone now. I've never been happier, honestly. I'm literally like, the difference in just a few days is fucking phenomenal. I think that is like the new movement. That is like the revolution that we need to spread. If those people don't have your phone number, you don't even care about them anyway. If you wouldn't give them your phone number right now, you wouldn't really care about them. And like, oh, but it'd be nice to like see people's posts, but like, it's nothing. Oh, but I learned things. But yeah, but like, go read a book instead. Go get a higher source of information instead. If you can relate to the issues that we're talking about and you can like emphasize with the pain, take a step back like right now. Funniest thing that has ever happened on TikTok happens, and this is how you laugh. That's it. It's literally more valuable for you to just... There's a lot of other things you could do with that time, bro. Take a step back. Do not allow those nerds like control your brain, your life, your mental health. There is no self-respecting person who will have their mental health stripped away from them in exchange for a few seconds of like entertainment. Don't just think just because you've heard this video and you've like, you know, held down the app on your phone and you've deleted it off your phone that suddenly you're cured. Don't just think that. You've been using these apps addictively for months, maybe years. I've been using social media for years. This is the number one issue that I found when I try and help people to like take a step back from social media. They'll delete it with like this righteousness, like, oh Hamza, I deleted Instagram from my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, nice. And I just know in my mind, yep, another guy who's gonna fail. 2 days later, he's downloaded it again. Because this monumental thing of deleting the app of your phone is fucking nothing. It takes like routine discipline and this constant awareness, this contemplation, this introspectiveness, constantly throughout your day to be like, nope, I don't need it, I'm better off. Everyone who uses it is weird. Stay vigilant. Don't just think just deleting it from your phone is going to save you forever from this addiction, because it will creep in. Like, you need to understand this is not just a one decision and it's done. Understand this is not just one decision and it's done. Because the pressure to download these apps and to go back onto them is fucking around 24/7. Right now it feels like you've watched this video, you're currently in this mind state of, you know, like fuck Instagram, fuck TikTok, and so you'll delete it. But 2-3 days from now you'll almost forget this video. A week from now you'll totally forget this video, and there's something that's happening on these platforms that will bait you back in. You have to stay vigilant. You know what I realized today? I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, and I don't have enough willpower to withhold the pulls of like modern technology of social media. I was going for a nap today. Like, what I do is a nap meditation where for 20 minutes, instead of meditating like sitting up halfway through the day, I'll kind of do it whilst lying down. And the idea is that if you do this, if you fall asleep, then good, you needed the sleep anyway. And it's like a nice habit that I've gotten into. It's called nap meditation. It's just something you can try if you want. I'm about to go do it, and before I know it, I'm on Instagram. There's someone in particular I wanted to message. I'll tell you the truth, there's a girl in my DM who I wanted to reply back to. So I reply back to that message, end up like clicking on her profile, seeing like her most recent post or whatever it was, her story, and then ended up clicking on suggested, and you see like, wait, this person in the suggested, wait, I know that person, do they follow me? Oh my god, it says follow back, and then you click on another picture, and you scroll down, and then just this fucking death scroll. I wasted an hour of my time. Do you know what I ended up, bro? Do you know what the type of content that I ended up watching? Do you know how fucking weird this is? The content that I ended up spending almost an hour watching was an Instagram page which is made for techno fans. Like, it was literally like Reels, which was about like techno music and like EDM. Like, I don't even like that kind of music, and I spent an hour watching these fucking Reels. It's almost like I'm having a conversation with myself, which is kind of, I can hear the voice in my mind saying, yeah, click off, you know, scroll off, like just close the app. And I just can't seem to. It's just so easy to keep scrolling. That scares me. That really, really scares me. Because the loss of time, it's unacceptable. Time is the most valuable currency that you will have. Your attention. Your attention is like what you put your time into. That's the most valuable thing that you have, especially as a man, especially as a young, ambitious man. Your time is worth a lot. Your time is how you get shit done. Your time is how you build your business. It's how you build your physique. It's how you learn new skills. It's how you do anything in self-improvement, is by investing some time into it, and then we put time into someone else's business. You put time into my business by watching these videos. Have you not wondered why I haven't spoke about dopamine detoxing that often recently? For my own selfish gain. I've noticed inside of me a resistance to talking about things that would get you to use social media, in particularly Instagram, less, because that would mean less Instagram followers for me. And the validation that my Instagram page gets me is very addictive, very addictive. A few years ago, people spoke about this, and it was like the biggest thing ever, and it was like, oh shit, like it was some Netflix, I didn't even watch the documentary, but I kind of got the understanding of what they were talking about. A few years ago, this was big. Now it's just like, yeah, we know. It wasn't like part of the plan. I literally I laid down into bed expecting to like turn on Medito, which is like the meditation app. Expecting to do that, I ended up spending an hour on Instagram. It's the world we live in these days. Is it like the price to pay or not?